My God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my Lord God. Good morning, people. Stephen Unfold from My Unfold Fortune, creating fortunes for the future. Today's date is the 6th of March, 2023, and my birthday coming up. And I'm going to continue to share these birthday gifts with anybody who are willing to have a go at it. Now, I can't guarantee you anything. All I can share with you is what's been available, what's been added up on online, and what I have also personally experienced and joined and getting results from it at the same token. Now, the only other thing that I can sort of share is beware of scams. There are a lot of scams coming online these days, especially for people offering deals like short-term trading online. And if they're going to give you a link to a website, be a bit careful. Be a bit careful. That website is a legitimate trading platform that you're going to be trading with. Those are some of the cautions, and just be careful. Stay away from scams. If you don't feel right about it, just ignore them or block these people that are offering these short-term trading processes because they can hurt your in pocket. But if we're going to stay with, say, mining, then what I'm introducing, so far, mining has been productive. The only thing that you got to be careful of, if you're signing up to, say, this mining app, Green Hornet, that you are the only person in that IP address at your home that's going to use this account. Nobody else. You can't sign your brother, your sister, your wife, or your dog on it. Otherwise, they call it IP conflict. They don't allow more than one account on one IP address. So be careful. That's the only caution you're going to be with these mining apps, because I've been caught with a few, signing up the wife, of course, not realizing it has a conflict, what they call IP address conflict. But it's not the end of the day. So let's get on with what we got here. Green Hornet. I already made a video on this maybe a couple of weeks ago or so, or a few days ago. And while we're here, do subscribe to my video, please. There's a reason being why. One major reason, of course, is in my favor. I want to be able to reach 1,000 subscribers with YouTube. But of course, you might get more of these videos as I make them in the future. Now, to inform you that, Stephen has made another video. Would you be interested in having a look at it? And that's the key point, that we stay in contact. And that's what the subscription means. So what you're doing right now, go straight down to the end of the bottom of this video and click on subscriber. And that's the important issue. That if I do make, as I said, great videos, or if I find some great things, all I do is post it up online for the general public all around the world to give it a go and see what they can do with it by themselves. But in this essence, I joined this Green Hornet, and so far, what I wanted to show you is this very, very important number, the total VH-S. That's to do with computer language. You don't have to ask me. All you need to look for is this number. Get this number bigger, fast as you can. How can you do that? Simple. Invest some money into it. Put some money into it. Now, as you can see, this is only how much I put in so far. TRX 573 and DOS 408. Now, if you calculate that, that is peanuts, absolute peanuts. But the reason I'm doing it, because I've got too many accounts and I've got money all over the place. So I just wanted to start this and get this activated and get it going. The sooner you join these accounts, most companies give you an incentive, like $1, to get the mining process activated. Now, that's good for the company. But in your case, it's best that you find money to invest. Don't just join these apps and do nothing with it. Otherwise, they're useless, absolutely useless to you. And the only way and the key to the life of investment and creating yourself fortunes in the future is you got to find some money yourself. Whether you allocate some of your pay to come into the system, say $50 a week, that's regular investment. Now, every time you buy, say $50 will come in here, will show up on your account, and you pick any one of these coins to bring it in from. And more importantly, you got to have a crypto bank, but they call it crypto exchange. And there should be a link down the bottom of this video, if you haven't done so, to join Binance. Binance is the best to do with cryptocurrency banking. That's where you transfer your real money into cryptocurrency. And from that cryptocurrency, you can transfer it into these accounts. Otherwise, you can't buy these directly from your bank account. The only way is you got to go through your cryptocurrency exchange, which I call cryptocurrency bank. Now, I say again, as I said, there should be a link down the bottom here for Binance. Otherwise, you can also use crypto.com or Coinbase as some of the names that you could use. But I suggest use Binance. Binance is one of the best, and I've been using that for quite a while now, and I haven't had any issue with them. Everything that I've been shoving into Binance, they've allowed me to move it on to where it should be. And your exchange, for example, like Binance, is not there for you to hold coins because it doesn't make a lot of money. Remember that. It's only a bank account, just like your normal bank account. It just holds your coins. It's not going to make you a lot of money unless you know how to trade within the trading app in Binance. But I don't suggest you do unless you have a professional person to help you in that respect. This is to make sure you don't lose money, okay? Our purpose as for fortune, creating fortunes for the future, is to help you create your own fortunes for the future. And it's not say create fortunes for tomorrow. Future means the rest of your life. So prepare to stand still and go with the long haul and endure some short-term pain. Meaning, short-term pains might come when you want to buy your new PlayStation, for example. But you say, no, I'm going to take this money and invest it. That's the sort of pain. Or the pain of no more takeaways, because that money you normally use to buy takeaway, you're going to put into these investment processes to create yourself fortunes in the future. Okay, those are some of the psychological processes I have to share with you first, and you got to start believing in it. You can't just come into these areas with oh no, I'm scared. Nah, that's all BS. Stay away from that sort of head space mentality. Your head space when you come into investment, because investment, it's nothing new. You are new to it. That's the only problem. It's been in existence for a long time. So whatever we invest these days, there is of course a little bit of risk, but don't worry about risk. Because if you worry about risks, then you're not going to do nothing about it because you're afraid of risk. Risk is part of life. You could be walking down the street and then get hit by a car. That's risk. So don't worry. Don't put too much effort in the energy into risk. Put that energy into what you can do and achieve with these systems that's already available by these people. These wonderful people who's created, say, Green Hornet, for example, has done a wonderful job. Green Hornet and many, many more of these mining apps, they're really, really brilliant people who put it together. Now, let's get on with the real business. So join today, but don't just join. Join and have some money to start your investing, even if it's $50. But if you have $1,000, you'll be one of the happiest persons, say 2 days from now, because straight away you put that $1,000 in, it activates what I'm going to show you in a moment. So let's get on with it. Okay, you've seen me how much I've already deposited. These are small amounts, and I'm going to put more in it as more money becomes available. And that money will come from my Binance. I'm harvesting my other mining apps also at the same time. So I got money coming in for mining all the time. Let's go back to Hornet. The beauty of it is if you have, say, 10 miners, these are mining cryptocurrency we're talking about. You have 10 companies making you money. Think about it. Not just one or two, but you have a lot of these apps printing out money for you. Just imagine it. If you have $1,000 in each one, and let's have a look at some of those areas when I say $1,000, for example. Now let's look at the areas. Remember this number I told you about? Pump that number. The faster you get this number to a much higher number. I've already got 9,000 there. I'm going to try and bypass 10,000, of course. The more money these mining apps is going to print out money for you. See the numbers are changing? Okay, I've already activated this one at 25%. Now, depending on which coin you want to mine, you put the percentage of how much your mining process is going to go into. Put a lot of emphasis into TRX because I found TRX pays a little bit more, and of course it mines a bit more. And I'm also going to show you how I'm going to use this button called reinvest. And this is one of the key issues that I want to teach you today. Reinvestment is one of the most powerful tools you can utilize. So instead of just taking the profits that you make from here, for example, these are my profits already, and I've been harvesting this every day. Now, reinvesting means you're putting it back into the system. And that system is this one up here. And I'll show you that in a moment. Okay, so when I reinvest this amount later on, it's going to add up into this total number. And this is the number I want to pump as much as I can, because the bigger this number, the bigger and faster these numbers are going to be produced. And depending on which coin you want to activate, you can do so yourself just by moving this green button until you get a certain percent. So you can do 100% just by moving that right across to this side, and you'll be mining that particular coin 100%. Okay, you choose. The world is yours. The oyster is yours, or something like that. I've just chosen 2 and TRX. What is also important is this button here. I'm just showing you one area how to make money with these machines. You think just by investing here is the only area you can make money in these mining apps. No, 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 my friend. You'll make a lot of money if you understand how these systems work. Now, the first one is you invest. Okay, this is it here. You buy some contracts, and it's simple. Depending on which coin you have in your wallet, or you can swap it, whatever. I normally use TRX or USDT, but use Tron exchange. Don't use Ethereum exchange. Ethereum is a bit expensive. When I say that, go through the process. Now, I might even do this for you while we're here, so you can see it exactly. Say I want to transfer that amount of money. Let's go through that process first. This is one of my very productive. I'm just coming here to see if there's any coins here I can transfer. Okay, nothing here. So if there was something in this area here, balance, then I can make a transfer. So since we're here, I'm going to show you how much money I've been transferring out of this app and making money. I haven't invested a lot of in here, but as you can see, yesterday alone, I transferred $4.05, $13. That's the total I took out of here. Okay, now that's the proof there, and that's gone to my Binance account. Only because again, I've already got small deposits in here. Here we go, $90, $90, and $55. And I think the $55 has expired, so I can't make any more claim on that. That means I've got to put more money into the system. And as you can see, once again, it is affordable. I've left that in that area, so you can see you don't have to have thousands of dollars to activate these machines. You only have to have so much, but every time you put in an investment, it's calculated from that day you put it in here. As you can see, mine here was on the 14th, $90. And on 17th, 3 days later, I put another $90 in it. Now, I got to be careful. I got to make sure I put some more in here later on before these expire in the next couple of weeks. So, because they only last for months, they're only months contract. But I do make my money back on them. So I'm pretty happy with that process. But why I'm showing you that is because I was going to make a transfer into my Binance, then transfer this amount into Green Hornet. Now I'm going to choose a button. Let's say I want to bring it in, say Bitcoin. Let's go Bitcoin. Okay. I'll come down the bottom here, choose the amount that we're going to put in here, depending on how much you have in your account here. But as you can see also, I've already got $6 in, so I'm going to swap some coins, convert. In this particular case, they call it convert my LTC coins into Bitcoin. Okay, now change that bottom button to Bitcoin. That's the balance up here. Click on the balance, and the balance will show up. Okay, just follow me. There's the balance up the top there. Now, make sure change this button to Bitcoin. And this is how you transfer coins from one to another. And they don't charge this in Binance. It's a free service. Okay, so it's going to change all that LTC into now. All my coins now hopefully are in Bitcoin. Get the money rolling. Anyway, back to, and one of the areas that we can make money in these apps is called affiliate. What it can provide us. And as you can see, I've already got 18 people already signed up, and those 18, one or two or whoever, have also signed up 10 people. And of course, on the right here, this is how much I'm starting to earn from affiliate program. Now, that's another area to make a bit of money from. And it looks like this gentleman here, or the person that has also put a bit of money into the account, that has activated a bit of extra income for me in this area. So affiliate means you refer the program to other people to join, and you should have something like this in your own account once you join, your own link that you can take. This link, for example, let me show you a very simple one that I normally do. Grab the link, copy it, take it to your Facebook, go into your main page, and just promote it in these areas here. Now, you simply just bring your code or your link, paste it in here, and you would activate a promotion within your Facebook page for people to join. That's a very simple one. And it's a free services, and you can write a few things down the bottom here. Come join us, for example, and let your friends see what you've been doing. And if they join, and of course, if you go back into a Green Hornet, it will reflect in this area, and you're going to make that extra bit of income. So as you can see, Green Hornet don't just give it to you in mining, but they give you also money or profits in your affiliate, and that's the amount of people. And just imagine if these people start buying or adding into their own investment, I get a reflection on that, just like you will. And that's another area. So don't be shy. This is just part of the process. They make a lot of money from these wonderful apps that Green Hornet has provided for us. And of course, bonuses. Green Hornet provides bonus. And if you read up the top here, as long as you come in and check this area, and if no time is restriction, no time restriction is showing up here, that means you are allowed then to collect your bonus. So the principle is pretty simple. If it's available, grab it, take it. It's free money. There we go. I've just added another H power into this area by taking my bonus. So that's another area to make your money from. So if you look down the bottom here, oh sorry, another 5 hours or 6 hours, I can come back and claim a bit more. There it is. Every 6 hours, you can come and claim a bit more. Free bonus, just bonuses. And look at this bonuses I've been collecting since I started. If you have a look here, I started around about the 24th of February. And every day I come in and collect my bonus, and over these bonuses also, they will add up all that with mining power, which is this baby here. Okay. Now I wanted to show you also to use the button of reinvesting. I'm going to reinvest 18 TRX into the system here. Okay, so once we change that paper, just to let you see these things, let's sort of write it down. Hold on, 0899. Okay, what's this number? When I do what it's called a reinvestment, go through the reinvestment process, click on reinvestment. The beauty about Green Hornet, they've done a lot of hard work, and it's all click and play sort of process, and you make a lot of money. I've already made that sort of amount of money. I mean, it's not a lot of money, but it's going to add to my speeding up my process. I click on reinvestment, all the total, click on the confirm, and it's been accepted. Now, if we have a look, see that restarts the game, and I go back and check on my power up here. As we can see, it's gone up to 9,333 from 9208, 933117. Now, that's the power also that I'm showing you what reinvestment can do. So instead of withdrawing this back into your, say, Binance, you just reinvest it and grow the number. You want that number to be as high as possible as you can. Now I'm going to show you in this respect. Let's go back here. We're going to use this app to show you the sort of GHS, okay, which is exactly the same as what they call here VH. You want to raise minus up 9,000. So if you can relate it to this offer on LTC, mine is only in this area. That means I'm making around about $1 3 times that. Calculator, you just got to trust me. Anyway, where was I? 3,000 gigahours at $1.35 each. Remember, mine is about 9,000. So I'm just going to say 3 times this number, which is 9,000. So $1.35 times 3, for example, and I get about $5 every day so far from this number every day. These miners in this area also totals up to around about $5 a day, only because this number here is getting higher and higher. So if it gets to say 12,000, again, I'm just going to use this calculation. That'd be 4 times, and what I'll be getting every day from just one app will be, it's about $7. So that gives you an area. $7 for 30 days, of course, according to this particular app. But with Green Hornet, it shows how many days we have with this particular app. To show where it is. Here we are. We get 180 days to use the system before you can have to reinvest, the amount of sort of money. So the key pointer here is, you already know, once you put an investment in, it lasts for 180 days. And as you can see, the amount of money you'll be making. Very similar to that calculation I just shown you for LTC in here. In this area, this is where you can see with Green Hornet, what you'll be making depending on how much money you put in. Now that's just standard. Now if you go to premium, it's a bit more higher. And this is the area you want to be. And as you can see, the amount of money you'll be making per day. Okay. Now per day for 180 days will give you the answer how much you're going to make from your investment. So say for example, you invested 5,000. Let's work with that one. Let's hit some big numbers to give you and appreciate exactly how much you'll be making. Times 6% per day, times 6%, and you get $300 a day. Now, 300 US we're talking about every day. Now, times that by 180, that's 180 days you're going to be making that $300 every day, times 180 equals, you're going to, well, I'm not too sure, but I'm quite surprised. Your $5,000 in 180 days will make you $54,000. Now, that's the number that I have calculated. But if you have calculated different numbers, then of course you could be right. But according to my calculator, in 180 days, if you invested $5,000 in diamond, in Green Hornet, you can look at some pretty good numbers at the end of the contract. But let's say, for example, I give you this strategy. Just work with, say, $5,000. $5,000 you put in, like this week. Okay, this week you're going to be earning within the next 180 days, 54,000. And next week you put in another 5,000. Are you starting to get my drift? So you got total 10,000. But each week you're going to be making substantial amount of cash. Just say you did it for 2 months. So instead of putting, say, 20,000 in, you say, wait a week, put another 5,000 in, wait another week, you put another 5,000. That's for 4 weeks increments. You got $5,000 each in an account, and already you'll know how much you're going to get. So within a month, your $20,000, it's going to generate that consistent sort of what they call a passive income for you. It's a strategy. You don't have to, or otherwise you just pump $20,000 in. But according to the system here, we are only allowed to invest up to $5,000. You can see my point now, can't you? Pretty clever. So instead of investing all your 20, just say this week 5,000, next week another 5,000, and it does add up. And all these days it will calculate differently from the day you put in your investment. Green Hornet has come up with some wonderful sort of program that you and I can take advantage of, and I would suggest please do so because these things do work. Split for cash, use these ones here too. Now you're probably already on that one if you came in for free. They're giving you, which is the wonderful thing with Green Hornet and any of these mining apps, they're giving you an incentive, a starting. Now, isn't that wonderful? A company that's going to help you make money, give you something to show you, hey, this thing works. They're already giving you, see, this much free. So as soon as you activate your account, you're going to come in here and make 2% every day from what the company has given you for free. Now, who in this world give things for free? Only the God that I know will give it to us. And these are some of the areas. Thank God. So again and again, join and I only emphasize get some money and invest. As you can see, there's not much money you can invest in here in the standard contract. But if you want a free one and stay off it, hey, nothing wrong with it. But it will take a long time to really generate some income for yourself. But if you come in here and just pick any one of these, but I do suggest go see your bank, get say $20,000 loan, and this will be paid off for you. And if you own a house, go and get access to some of the equity of your home and pump it into the system, and you'll be surprised how much money you're going to be making. That's crazy. Cryptocurrency people has bought us a system that you can activate at home with some of these great apps and businesses that such as Green Hornet has provided for us. So let me stop talking too much and allow you to hurry up, click on the button, join Green Hornet, okay? I don't suggest stay on that free, on the free account the company gives you, but pump some money into it. Find some money, and I guarantee you're going to look back and say, wow, because I am absolutely wowing at this point of time, totally enjoying my own processes of going through and mining, using these as creating fortunes for the future. But anyway, hey, I hope you're enjoying your day, and if I'm blabbing on, hey, forgive me. But I look forward to seeing you on my next video. But otherwise, we love you, God loves you, and see you on my next video. Bye for now.